having been educated in sports science, health, fitness, and being a professional footballer yourself, talk to me about what your fitness routine looks like. Of course, I'm guessing it must have been different back in the day compared to what it is right now. As you grow older, you have to keep changing your fitness methods and routines. But tell me about what a day in the life of Jyoti looks like when she's at the gym, when she's training.
Okay, so I personal train during the day. So that's also a job that I do professionally. So I work pretty much from like morning to about 1 o'clock. I do sessions. After that, I train myself. So I do a lot of strength training in the afternoon, which would sort of incorporate pretty much. I usually split. So if I do an upper body today, I do a lower body tomorrow. Functional workout day after. I try and add sort of core movements and also lateral movements to every workout of mine because that's very football related. A lot of balance work as well because I think as I've gotten older, I still have the endurance, I still have the speed, but my agility and sort of balance is something that needs extra work, and that comes from more core strengthening, more body awareness. So a lot of work on the Bosu, on the Swiss ball, one-legged stuff. That always helps me in my training. And in the evening, I usually go and join my team for football-related sessions. So usually I just do my strength and conditioning with some cardio on my own, and then I'll do technical work with my team in the evening.
And in addition to having modified some of your training routines as you've grown older, I'm guessing you probably had to adjust your game as well to some extent, because I'm thinking of someone like a Cristiano Ronaldo, like early on in his career when he was in his early 20s, mid 20s, he was making these strong, powerful runs, bombing down the flanks. But now, he minimizes the energies that he's spending by not running as much, but he's still taking a very strategic positions on the pitch so that, his players can find him and he doesn't necessarily need to make these powerful runs from midfield till the final third.
Yeah, totally. I think my position has changed. I have to say that I started off definitely as a striker, winger sort of person. I just never got tired. It was just never, I could go on forever running down that wing. But I think now I moved more to a sort of central role, someone who's, playing those balls because I understand the run because I used to make them. And so now playing in the center, I find a lot more experience coming into my play. I don't need to run so much because now I realize it's pointless. I don't need to be actually running so much. And I see a lot of my younger players on the wing, making those runs. So, I mean, in a way, I know what they're trying to do, so it helps me playing in midfield.
And of course, fitness is an all-encompassing term. In addition to, of course, the physical exercise that you're doing, it also includes aspects of diet and nutrition. So talk to us about what your diet consists of. What's your macros like? How many calories are you consuming on a daily basis? What's the breakdown between proteins, carbohydrates, and fats? So all of those aspects.
I have to say I am quite a good eater, although I do have a sweet tooth, so that's something that I definitely have to hold back on. So try and keep away from sort of saturated fat. Also, just a lot of carbs. I need the carbs because I'm playing so much and I need to burn it. So just a lot of carbs like brown rice. I changed all my white rice to brown rice. I eat a lot of pasta, I eat a lot of oats. It keeps me full. I do also enjoy eating the occasional, I go on toast binges where I just want to eat toast because I miss bread. I try and cut bread out a bit because that's a very simple carb. In terms of protein, I try and get in about 3 to 4 eggs a day, some amount of chicken. I have added quinoa as well now to my diet. Just trying in a way to be a little more sort of plant-based. Sort of plant-based protein. I also have started a pea protein powder, which I take as a supplement. In terms of like curd, I think that's something I eat a lot of. Very good for my probiotic sort of intake. And I usually have a cup of coffee in the evening, just one. And at night, I always drink green tea.
So I read this article This was dated 2018. This was June 2018, which spoke about how you were spending 3 hours training every single day, plus cycling for 40 kilometers every single day. And I've seen your Instagram as well. I know you post a lot of videos, photos of you spending time at the gym as well. So talk to me about your exercise regimen. After you answer this, we can also talk about, what diet and nutrition looks like for you.
It's a 360-degree approach, where because rugby is a 360-degree sport, you don't focus on only one aspect of fitness. You have to be fast, you have to be agile, you have to be strong, you have to be persistent, you have to be enduring, and all these things power packed into one human being. Obviously, you have your strengths and weaknesses, but you want to keep everything at a higher level than an average level. So in the morning, as I would wake up, I was very fresh. So I would devote that time to my agility and speed. So everything from ladder drills to short sprints to long sprints, everything was done in that 1.5 hours of the morning. And then towards the evening, because my interest lies a lot in strength training, was when I would do a lot of my strength work, which involved everything from body weight stuff to dumbbells to barbells to machines, everything. And this was also the time that I would make sure to involve the explosive and the power part of it. So very few powerlifting techniques, just running through the technique, running through the flow to not only get the power in you, but the power was a different thing, but to get the flow of it, because every sport has a flow. And if you understand that flow and if you're able to match your rhythm with that, it's a beautiful composition. Initially, I completely quit outside food and anything that had artificial sugars. So no sodas, no packaged food, no nothing, none of those things. And I strictly told my parents, don't even buy these things, so that it's not even in the house to approach to. Like I said, I would eat a lot at home. So when you're eating at home, not every time the food is very tasty. So you end up controlling how much you eat. I obviously started seeing the results. Not immediately. It took at least 4 months for it to start moving, It was that much pent up energy left in my body. And I was just like, what the hell have I done to myself? This is not how an Indian athlete should be. I started getting ashamed of where I had reached, So like I said, I was 92 kilos and slowly that came down to 85. And today I'm at 77 and I'm in complete form for my position in my sport, at the best that I can be at right now. Obviously, there is still a lot of progress to do, but it will come. And nowadays, my diet, in the morning, like all of us have our preferred beverage. I have a cup of coffee and maybe coupled with something, either a toast, butter, or something very minimalistic. Not a king's breakfast, something very simple. And more towards around 1 or 2 o'clock-ish is when I have my second meal or my first real meal, which either consists of eggs or whatever is prepared at home, some vegetable with chapati or maybe a curry chawal. Like today I had some curry rice. And something that I also involved in my diet is a lot of raw vegetables. So that's something that also took quite a change. Otherwise, I was not much of a digger for raw vegetables. And I usually have a very light dinner. This is because now my dinners have become much more heavier because I've again started training twice a day because we were in pre-season, but now everything's gone all over the place. So my dinners would again be a little on the heavier side. Usually same thing what's there for lunch, coupled with a BCAA just to help with the recovery, and maybe a scoop of protein or not. No specifications on that one. And then this is my energy consumption through the day.
800 meters और 1500 meters के workout routines में बहुत अंतर है कि similar है?
It depends. Like मैं 800 जब करती हूँ तो मैं बिल्कुल 800 का वर्कआउट नहीं करती हूँ. मैं 1500 मीटर में 800 निकाल देती हूँ क्योंकि इतना ऑलरेडी इतना डिस्टेंस कवर कर रहे हैं. 800 में क्या, अगर हम लोग अभी 1500 में 12 किलोमीटर माइलेज एवरी सैटरडे रनिंग कर रहे हैं 12 किलोमीटर, तो 800 वाले 8 किलोमीटर कर रहे हैं, तो 1500 वाले 800 कर लेंगे. 800 वालों को थोड़ा माइलेज करना पड़ेगा ज्यादा. 800 वालों को थोड़ा वर्कआउट कम रहता है और थोड़ा स्पीड में रहता है. और जैसे वो माइलेज करेंगे तो उनका भी थोड़ा स्पीड में रहेगा. और हम अगर 4 की पेस से 12 किलोमीटर कर रहे हैं तो वो 350-355 की पेस से कर रहे हैं.
तो आपने deliberately वैसे ही ट्रेनिंग की है ताकि you have the attributes of a 1500 meter runner as well as the attributes and hallmarks of an 800 meter runner.
800 का फर्स्ट लैप है फास्ट जाता है 1 मिनट का, और दूसरा लैप हो जाता है 1:4. स्लो हमेशा जाता है. इंडिया में तो मैंने बहुत रेयर रेस होती है जिसका सेकंड लैप फास्ट जाए. तो हमारा लैप 1:4 का हो गया. मैं साथ में चली गई. फिर सोचा मिलन स्पीड नहीं है तेरे में, बाकी सब लोग लास्ट में मार जाएंगे, देखी जाएगी तो उठा दे रेस. तो 400 से रेस उठा के लेके चलेगी मैं. लास्ट लैप मैंने 1:2 का किया और विद गुड और विद माय पर्सनल बेस्ट.
और हरमिलन एक चीज बोलिए, जब आप ट्रेनिंग नहीं कर पा रही है जैसे अभी जो सिचुएशन है, राइट, एज एन एथलीट, तो इस टाइम पे आप क्या करती है? मतलब नॉट जस्ट फॉर योर बॉडी बट मेंटली भी.
अब मैं सही बताऊं तो मैं इसमें अपने दिमाग को नहीं समझा पाती हूँ कि यार शांत हो जा. क्योंकि मुझे ट्रेनिंग चाहिए, उसको कैसे शांत कर दूं, यही तो बोलता है कि उठ मिलन उठ. सुबह नहीं भी उठना है ना तो ऐसे होता है, एक टाइम होता है कि यार जब इतना ज्यादा थक जाते हैं शाम को कि नहीं यार थोड़ा और सो ले, फिर होता है नहीं आके सो लूंगी ट्रेनिंग के बाद. तो अभी मैं आपको सच बताऊं, सुबह 5:30 बजे उठ के चोरी जाके रनिंग करके आती हूँ.
और apart from physical fitness, apart from whatever work you're doing on the track or at the gym, आपकी डाइट कैसी है?
एक्चुअली डाइट मेरी तो बहुत ही ज्यादा स्ट्रिक्ट रहती है कंपटीशन टाइम, बिकॉज मेरी जो बॉडी फैट है वो बहुत ज्यादा है. मैं बहुत जल्दी मेरी बॉडी फैट पकड़ जाती है. तो मेरा लास्ट 10-20 डेज तो मेरा बिल्कुल ही कार्बोहाइड्रेट बंद कर देती हूँ मैं. अब लेकिन 5 डेज बिफोर मैं इनटेक बहुत करती हूँ, क्योंकि मेरा थोड़ा ये रहता है कि मुझे अपनी इच्छा को मारना पड़ता है. मेरे सामने खड़ के कोई पिज्जा खा रहा है, आइसक्रीम खा रहा है, तो मुझे कंट्रोल करना पड़ता है. और सबसे ज्यादा टफ तब होता है कि जब हम एक फैमिली में रह रहे हो. जब मेरे पास मेरी फैमिली है तो फैमिली क्या होती है, उनको पता है कि ठीक है मैं नहीं खाऊंगी, रोटी नहीं खाऊंगी, या फिर उसको कंपटीशन आ रहा है वो ये सब चीजें नहीं खाएगी, लेकिन तभी मम्मी का बोलना अच्छा पराठा बना रही है, एक पराठा बना दो, एक तो खा लेना. और यही फ्रेंड्स का भी रहता है, अच्छा हमारे साथ बैठी है कुछ तो खा ले. वो लोग कोल्ड कॉफी पी रहे तो मैं जूस पी रही हूँ. वैसे आप सभी को, जितने भी लोग वर्कआउट करते हैं, कि विद इन 40 मिनट अगर आप प्रोटीन मील इनटेक कर लो तो दिस इज वेरी गुड. वर्कआउट के बाद आते ही विद इन 40 मिनट्स बॉयल एग, पनीर, ये सब कुछ खाना चाहिए. और इवनिंग तो सभी का रूटीन के अकॉर्डिंग रहेगा कि इवनिंग में क्या वर्कआउट है.
और आप मॉर्निंग वर्कआउट सेशन के पहले भी कुछ खाती है एज अ प्री वर्कआउट?
प्री वर्कआउट रहते हैं हमारे, जैसे ड्राई फ्रूट्स हो गए, अगर ड्राई फ्रूट्स भिगो के रखे हैं तो ड्राई फ्रूट्स, कॉफी, थोड़ा बहुत वर्कआउट से पहले कार्बोहाइड्रेट. और जिनकी बॉडी में फैट नहीं है तो वो तो ठीक है भाई, कार्ब लोडिंग करके जाओ, अच्छा वर्कआउट होगा.
एग्जैक्टली. तो टिपिकली आप कितने कैलोरीज कंज्यूम करती है अभी दोनों सिनेरियोज में, व्हेन कंपटीशन इज फार अवे एंड व्हेन द कंपटीशन इज अबाउट टू कम?
बिल्कुल. जैसे अभी कंपटीशन बहुत दूर है तो कभी कभार चीट डाइट भी चले जाता है. तो चीट डाइट वाला तो हम काउंट ही नहीं करते हैं. पिज्जा भी आने दो, बर्गर भी आने दो, और यही रहता है कि यार कब हमारा ऑफ सीजन स्टार्ट होगा, कब खाएंगे. और 2300 तो आराम से पार हो जाती है, क्योंकि हम लोग उतना निकालते भी हैं. और पास में आते ही हम लोग 19 और 1800 हो जाते हैं. और कभी कभी ऑप्शन में क्रॉस कर जाता है, 25 भी क्रॉस कर जाता है. तो उसका इशू नहीं है, क्योंकि क्या है, जब हम लोग ऑप्शन कर रहे हैं, थोड़ा हैवी वेट के साथ कर रहे हैं, तो जब हम सीजन में आएंगे, वेट कम होगा तो बॉडी ऑटोमेटिकली इजी चलेगी. जैसे जहां हम लोग 2 किलो एक्स्ट्रा लेके भाग रहे हैं, सीजन में 2 किलो डाउन हो गया तो बॉडी तो खुद ही उड़ेगी.
राइट.
तो इस वजह से हम सीजन में कैलोरीज 1900 तक कर ही देते हैं.